Hello, my name is Stevan Jovanovic and I would like to welcome you to this presentation on TMMi and its relevance to Agile. I will start by providing high-level overviews of Agile and TMMi and then look at how the two can work together to enable a repeatable approach to delivering quality. So, what is Agile? Agile is a development methodology that focuses on small groups of IT professionals delivering working software at regular and frequent intervals. There are many flavors of Agile, such as Scrum, XP, ARUP, each with its own approaches and different emphasis that suit different organizational needs. However, they all adhere to a common manifesto with 4 statements and 12 principles. These are freely accessible from the Agile Manifesto organization website. So, why do organizations move to using Agile? The most common reasons quoted are that they want a dynamic development mechanism that allows more frequent deliveries of working software at the most appropriate quality to the customer and with better handling of cost. Certainly, a well-run Agile project can offer all of this, as well as providing some beneficial aspects to the individual team members and organizations, such as motivation, interest, self-learning, and so on. Now, would it not be nice to be able to enable getting the right quality at the right time and repeatedly on every IT project with a consistently high quality output? This slide identifies a number of factors that can play a critical part in providing a consistent high quality start to an Agile project. Every time any one of these factors is encountered, and particularly when a multiple combination of these factors occur, these will cause changes to the practices of the team. Every time there is a change, the team will need to go through Tuckman's familiar group development model of forming, storming, norming, and performing. This process adds significant variability to the approach that the team perform and exposes high risks that development practices may not be as consistently good as required. The use of TMMi, as explained in the rest of this presentation, will look at addressing some of these factors and look at how it can help in the enabling of a practice of continuous improvement over multiple projects. TMMi is an independently created process improvement model. The model looks specifically at the testing and wider quality practices an organization performs. These practices range across the structure of the organization, as well as the actions of all the people involved in delivering working software. The aim for TMMi is to ensure consistently effective and appropriate approaches to testing and quality practices that can be applied to projects, programs, and throughout an organization. For more details about TMMi, I will refer you to our Introduction to TMMi presentation, which can be found on our website under the Resource Center. The improvement measurement model has 5 maturity levels and is structured hierarchically, starting at level 1 and working through to level 5. Level 1 is the default starting point for any organization. At this level, testing, and probably the rest of development, is chaotic, and any achievements are often attained by individual heroes pulling all of the stops out. This then matures through to level 5, where an organization has a firmly embedded test approach throughout the development lifecycle, using metrics to provide evidence to improve and manage projects. Each of these levels nicely matches good practices within a well-functioning Agile team. As you can see on the slide, there are some excellent Agile practices that clearly and easily map onto TMMi. Agile practices, if followed, enforce a high-quality output. These practices can often only be dreamt of in some sequential delivery models. The focus for Agile is to deliver the right level of quality to meet the customer needs. More details of the mapping is available in the white paper accompanying this presentation and is available on the Experimentus website. TMMi is not a prescriptive model. It looks for appropriateness to the project, program, and organization in a number of critical areas. TMMi is a method of measuring how well you embed your testing and quality practices. Hence, the two do fit well together. The model is generic to any development approach and does not look for specific documents. It looks for thoughtful and considered actions to ensure that everyone concerned understands what needs to be done and when. It does not prescribe the what and when, rather the practice of continually evaluating, using the evidence available to make effective changes. Assessment against the model provides a consistent measurement, not biased by an individual consultant's perspective, that can be baselined against a worldwide process-independent system. Now, depending on where you are with Agile in your organization, TMMi can bring in specific benefits that all drive to a single common goal of a consistent, repeatable approach to how you run your Agile practices, whilst enabling the Agile principle of appropriateness. For a well-run Agile team, the direct benefit to the team is to fine-tune the process. However, the bigger gain is to determine and put in place a framework that would allow these practices to be institutionalized within the organization, allowing other projects to benefit. If we look at a poorly run project element, TMMi can be used to assess the key issues in a consistent manner and provides a prioritized plan as to what needs to be implemented first, and so on. So, TMMi and Agile do fit together, neither treading on the other's toes. Rather, there is a good symbiotic relationship. TMMi uses appropriateness and fit-for-purpose measures, not bound by processes, hence can work with any development methodology. As TMMi can focus across the whole organization, it is an important tool that can help with defining and prioritizing improvements across the whole organization. Using Agile practices of delivering value, TMMi supports, structures, institutionalizes, and prioritizes the practices to ensure high-quality deliverables. Thank you for viewing this Experimentus presentation, which is one of a number we are producing to explain TMMi and test process improvement. There is an accompanying white paper for this presentation, which can be found on the Experimentus website. Should you require any further information on TMMi and how Experimentus use it, please contact us via the contact information currently on your screen. Thank you.